For a long time now, we've been promoting changes to the municipal pension plan statutes. We do have a bill this year that we think could help many of our municipalities stem those costs going forward. I mean, what we want is sustainability with pensions. We understand that pensions are a big issue for all of our personnel, and we want to provide them with the appropriate pensions, but we also make it affordable, and we want to make it sustainable and not have surprises when the market changes. It's got to be something that's some more systemic changes would be helpful.
Pension reform is something we've been trying for 30 years. It's not going anywhere. We think we can get something closer this year. And we're not trying to hurt police or fire, but when you have a police officer or a firefighter retiring at 20 or 30 years with a better than $80,000 a year pension, it's not sustainable. All we want to do is to try to provide something that's sustainable. Even if this community has to pay Social Security for that person while they're working, at least when they retire, they'll have a pension and Social Security. It'll be easier on the taxpayers.
Norristown has had, over the last few years, an issue with the high cost of pensions. We are trying to fund it and budget it every year, but as it increases every year, that gets more and more difficult. So we have been trying to use unique ways of funding it by reaching out to organizations that help with the learning of how to fund it, different ways that we can come up with that's going to increase our pension. Currently, our fire department funding for the pension is pretty much on track with where we need to be, but our police is underfunded, and we are having a difficult time with that.
That is certainly a factor, and it is a factor that we definitely need help from Harrisburg to address in a fair and equitable way to make sure that we are honoring the service of the men and women who've served our communities for many, many years, while also addressing the rising costs, especially related to health care.
As costs rise, it takes away resources from other very important things that we want to do. In fact, it actually takes away from our ability to hire new employees, and therefore it's not impacting the community in a positive way.
When any cost keeps going up and feels out of control and unfunded, you have to look for the funds somewhere.
I'm from Moon Township, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania. Our pension cost in a year is about over $1 million. We have about 30 full-time police officers, public works and administration, 85 full-time employees. That's about a $500,000 to $1.25 for us. So that cost every year increases. State aid decreases. Employee contributions are pretty high. We have an 8% employee contribution. So it affects us roads, any other services, recreation, parks that we need to make up. With the pension, we can't offer these services to our residents. And it's hard to justify a tax increase to cover benefits, employee benefits.
It hurts our economy. Being in an urban community, it hurts everything. It hurts the school district. It hurts economic development in urban towns where we're trying to get ahead of it, but unfortunately it just keeps doing the same old thing. So hopefully the attorney DePasquale definitely gets something together to make sure that we can finally do something about that pension problem.